everyone, so I put out a call for questions for a Q&A for me being a new stay-at-home mom, and you guys had quite a bit, so I'm here to answer those questions. And if you can tell, I'm in the same outfit as a part 2 Q&A video that I did earlier on, just because I'm trying to film these back to back. So again, I asked you guys questions and you responded, so I'm just gonna answer them as I see them. The first question I see says, how has the transformation from working mom to stay-at-home mom been? She says, I know Connor is in school, so you're using the day for house projects before the twins are born, or what are you doing at that time? So I actually, when I quit my job, he only had a week left of school. It wasn't even a full week. It was like a half a week because they finished up on Thursday. It was like half a day. So I only had a few days at home by myself, and we were about to move from our old house to this house. So I spent that time packing and cleaning, just kind of catching up on life. I have really been neglecting like our life, like our home, cooking, just everything, because I just, being pregnant and working full-time and having a family, just could not do everything at the same time. So I spent that time just kind of cleaning, doing laundry, packing up stuff, just getting the house ready. And then once he finished up school, we actually moved 2 days later, which was that following weekend. And since then, I have just been here at our new home, and Connor is not in school right now, so it's summer break for him, and we've just been hanging out, and I've just really been focusing on just doing things that I have been wanting to do for a really long time. Like, I know it sounds silly, but like grocery shopping like during the weekday instead of like the hustle and bustle of like a Saturday morning, or you know, just doing laundry and having laundry like done all the time, and having the house clean and things like that. I haven't gotten there quite yet, just because we're in our new house right now, and the house is like, everything's in boxes, and I'm slowly trying to like unbox things and like move in. But because I'm pregnant, I do have limitations. Like even yesterday, I unboxed like 3 boxes in the kitchen, and you know, put those away, and I was like trying to get the kitchen organized, and I had to go to like the post office and do something, and by the time I was done, I was just so wiped out. Like, I was actually really surprised with how tired I was. A year ago, I could have just like plowed through it, you know, and I could have, this whole house would already be done, you know. But I just, being pregnant with twins, I guess, it's just, it gives, I just don't have the stamina that I used to. So so far, I've loved it. I've loved being at home. I just love having the time to just do things. That was just something I was really lacking before, was just time. The ability to be here, to cook dinner, to do laundry, just to kind of make the home feel like a home. So the next question is, what does your typical day look like now that you're a stay-at-home mom? How do you make sure to get things done and your day doesn't get away from you? So far, I don't have like a routine or anything, or like I'm not very good at this whole stay-at-home mom thing, just because I just feel like I'm still trying to catch up in this transitional place from working to, you know, being at home. So far, what I've really just tried to focus on is like our groceries and laundry, just kind of like making sure that those needs are met. I'm trying to be better about cooking, obviously. Like, we just were so bad the last few months with just eating out, picking up stuff on the way home, because I just wasn't at home to cook. So I'm trying to be more focused on like, we're gonna have breakfast every day, we're gonna have lunch, we're gonna have dinner, like we're gonna have vegetables, you know, like we're going to start eating better, you know, no more of this like pick up fast food type, like quick like meal, like ready frozen meal type things, you know, at the house. You know, I really want to focus on maybe getting our diet under control a little bit. And then laundry for the last few years has lived in laundry baskets. Like, they never really saw our dresser back there. It was like a line of laundry baskets, and it's like, here's your undergarments, here's your, you know, socks, here's your extra t-shirts, pick what you need and go, you know. So just focusing on things like that. My day-to-day so far, I just wake up, Connor and I eat breakfast, Matt takes off for work. Sometimes he has breakfast with us, just depending on his schedule for the day. And just so far, I've been really trying to unpack the house and just play catch up. I feel like it's gonna take me a few weeks to get to a place where I feel a little bit more in control of like my day. Okay, so the next question is, do you find it easier to save money and be frugal since staying at home? So far, actually, I do. Just because I think the biggest thing I really struggled with as far as overspending was our groceries. And just knowing that I'm gonna buy groceries that we're actually gonna eat and they're not gonna go bad, and I'm not gonna, you know, be ordering a pizza at 8 o'clock at night because we're too busy. So far, when I buy groceries, we actually eat them. Meal plans go accordingly as I have, you know, scheduled them. So far that has really worked. I haven't really needed to spend any money. You know, I've been so busy lately with just this house and trying to catch up on life that I don't really need anything. There are a few things now that we're in this house full time that we have kind of realized that we would like to get for the house, like a new front door. We didn't realize it at the time, but our front door is kind of cracked a little bit in like one spot, and it has like all these like dents where people probably just like kick the door, you know, open. The door is still functioning. It's so great, but it's kind of one of those things where it's like, oh, it would be nice to go buy a door. And it's like, sometimes during the day, I'm just kind of like, oh, we should go to Home Depot, you know, and it's like, nope, stop. Like, no impulse purchases. Like, you know, you're the one that, you know, is at home now. Take care of what you need to, you know, take care of at the house. No going out spending money. So, so far, I've stayed so busy is, I think, the biggest thing. I've just stayed so busy that I haven't had time to spend money. So the next question is, do you get more rest now that you are a stay-at-home mom? Yes. And it's so important right now that I do have that rest. That's so important. I've been sleeping better. I've been sleeping longer. You know, obviously since Connor doesn't have to go to school, I don't have to wake up, you know, the crack of dawn to like get him ready and get me ready and rush out the door and all that stuff. So it has been nice to kind of have a little bit of a slower start to my day. And if I need to sit down and rest from doing stuff around the house, I can do it at any time during the day. And I just kind of have a little bit of a slower pace throughout the day, which is nice because the last few years I have just really been like hustle, 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 like get up, do stuff, run, 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 you know. And it almost causes like a little bit of anxiety if you're just constantly like going and you have something to do and you're on a time crunch like all the time. But now I've just kind of slowed down a little bit. I still have a ton of stuff to do, but it's more at my own pace and my own schedule. So I don't have to unbox the entire house today. I can do a few boxes today and then save the rest for tomorrow. Or I have more time for YouTube, which is something I'm really passionate about, and I've been wanting to produce, you know, more content. So it's like I can take a break and I can sit down and film some videos. I don't have to, you know, do the laundry right now. I can do it in an hour, you know. So it is nice to have a little bit more of like my schedule and rest, and just the ability to kind of like schedule my time better, I guess. Okay, so the next question is, how's your son feeling? And are you over the moon for summer with him? So Connor's feeling great. He's getting big, and he's getting like, I guess more of his personality is starting to show more and more, because he's just funny. He's just a funny little person. So he's great, and I am so happy to be at home with him this summer. That's something I definitely used to kind of like worry about, like, okay, well, you know, when he gets older, you know, like, what are we gonna do in the summertime, like when he starts school? And, you know, like, we're gonna have to do daycare, we have to do like some kind of childcare services, you know, kind of like, what are we gonna do since I'm not gonna be at home? But now that I'm home and I know that he gets to spend the summertime with me, and of course with Matt, you know, when Matt's home, it's just nice to be able to kind of have that freedom and that flexibility to be able to just kind of go do whatever we want and just to spend the summer with him. And, you know, you only have so many of these years, and, you know, in 5 years he'll want to go hang out with his friends and his buddies and stuff, and so there's only so much time I can get in now. So I love, like, I'm gonna take him to the beach, we're gonna go to like a water park. Like, see, I have all these like expectations. I'm like, we're gonna go to the zoo, and I'm like, I'm gonna walk around for an hour and I'm gonna have to go get one of those little electric carts, because I can't, like, my stamina is just not where it is. So where it used to be, I mean. So I have all these unrealistic expectations as far as the summer, so I'll try to do my best to incorporate them. Okay, so the next question is, do you miss going to work? Have you found being a stay-at-home mom fulfills you in different ways than your job did? I do miss work. I really, really do. I like the feeling of waking up in the morning and having some place to be and being productive. You know, earning a paycheck kind of symbolizes that you're doing something good, you know, you're being productive, therefore you're getting money for it. So I like that whole process. So I really do miss work. Like I've said, just this season of my life really needs to be like me being at home and doing that for now. And so far I've been so busy just doing things at the house and like catching up on life that I really haven't had time to like miss it too much, if that makes any sense. Like I haven't had that feeling of being bored yet, and I hate being bored. Like being bored is just the worst feeling ever. So far I've been too busy to be bored, so that's good. But you know, so far I've just noticed that like, you know, doing things throughout the day and chores, being productive at home it gives me the same satisfaction that, you know, being at work did. So that's good. I wasn't sure if I was gonna feel that way, but so far I am. Like even like after I'm done with these videos, like there's so much that needs to be done inside the house that like, I'm not gonna finish it today. I know I won't, but if I can do, you know, 1 through 3 or whatever, you know, those 3 things today, then I will feel productive, I'll feel satisfied, I'll have a nice dinner cooked, you know, and I can enjoy my day and feel satisfied from, you know, hitting those goals. Okay, so the next question is, do you think you will do YouTube more full-time now that you don't work outside the home? So I'm hoping to. Now that I'm home full-time and I have the time to do, you know, to dedicate to it, I really want to focus on producing more videos for my channel. I love YouTube. I've always been pretty passionate about it. For a really long time I wanted to do videos, but I was like, what do I talk about? Like nobody cares to hear what I say, you know. But when I discovered Dave Ramsey, I was so passionate about getting out of debt and staying out of debt that I thought, well, I can talk about this. And since, you know, talking about Dave Ramsey, like my channel has grown, and YouTube has actually filled in quite a few voids for me in my life, things that I didn't think would, you know, like that it would fill in voids for. Like for example, like just the social interaction that I get from you guys. You know, we're chatting with you guys online. Now that I don't work full time, you know, I'm not around a bunch of grown-ups all day long, so it's nice to have that social interaction, you know, via YouTube. So I do hope that I can produce more content and kind of do that during the day. Okay, so the last question I'm going to answer says, how, if in any way, will your spending habits change? I think if anything, they will definitely decrease, just because obviously I'm not working, so I'm not bringing in that income anymore. Totally fine financially, but I just think from like an emotional point of view, I feel like, well, I'm not working, I'm not bringing in an income, therefore my job is to make, you know, the paychecks that do come into our household last as long as possible. So that's my job. My job is to tackle the grocery budget and our home and making sure that everything operates as efficiently as it possibly can. And so I really do feel like our spending already has slowed down quite a bit. We are not eating out at all like we were. We are just at home eating dinner, spending time in the evenings, you know, like watching TV, doing little things around the house, not really spending any money. And so that's, it feels really good. It feels like good quality time that I'm spending with my family. So yeah, I feel like if anything, our spending, like I said, will decrease. And I'm really excited for that because I still, you know, or Matt and I both still want to continue to put money into our retirement. We want to set up ESAs for all 3 boys, which is crazy to say, 3 boys. But, you know, and we still have financial goals that we want to hit. And so we still have to be smart, you know, financially. Just because, you know, we're debt free, it doesn't mean that we can do whatever we want. You know, we still have to, you know, live within certain, you know, certain budget. So yeah, I feel like so far, if anything, it's decreased. Probably just mostly because of eating out. We're not eating out as much. So that adds up. So that's our biggest thing. It's just like the food budget. I'm home, I'm cooking. It's my job to, you know, tackle that. Like I said, have our household run as efficiently as possible. And so that's basically what I'm doing with my time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.